Welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained universe. Strap in for some content palooza.
Okay, everybody, welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained universe. I'm your host, Uncle Taylor. It's great to be back. Had a big hiatus there. COVID-19 really bottomed us down, and we just thought it'd be an easier system for us just to have a little bit of a small hiatus and come back a little bit stronger. And now we're utilizing the world of video recording via Zoom. As you know, we can tell, as Phil Dogs would say, we're not sponsored by Zoom. Cheers. Okay. As usual, I'd like to thank my guests and my co-host for last year's support as well, and also coming back into this year. We're returning. We have Uncle Jesse and we have Uncle Jackson. Boys, good evening to you.
What's going on?
Hey, how you going?
Very good, boys. It's good to have you back. Thank you very much for withstanding me last year and sticking on for another round of this wonderful journey in our podcast world.
It's great to be back.
It is good. It is good to be back. Jesse's internet got sorted out. For those who were listening from the last season, Jesse's having some issues with the internet at his house he's staying in, but now he's living the dream, living that that lovely NBN connection, as we would say. So, you know, it's good. I mean, it's good to be back, mate. Good to have you back.
Yes, that's sweet NBN. Gotta love it.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking
don't feel like a second-class citizen anymore, so that's pretty good.
Exactly, mate. We've all come out of that poverty line and just moved up a smidgen. So we're all living that same dream, brother. I feel you.
Yeah, we were in third class, now we're in second class. So.
Exactly, mate. Exactly right. Some would say it's a good bracket to be in, but I beg to differ. Shit. Alrighty, so I thought we'll kick it off. This podcast, instead of it being structured the way that we've done it before in previous years, I want to kick it off and just hear about what you guys have been up to the last 6 months. I personally know you, and I know exactly what's been happening, but I want to hear it from you guys again, and to all our guests who would love to listen to us. Tell me, I'll start with you, Jacko. What's been going on in your world, mate, since I think July was the last episode we recorded. So what has happened since?
Oh, goodness. So I'm a year older, of course, so 26 now. But yeah, pretty much I know that lockdown sort of made it hard for a lot of people to sort of really get out and about. So yeah, during lockdown, of course, just at home. Even now, still not to any kind of normality, but at least getting out and about, you know, doing bits and pieces. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really had much of an eventful 6 months or 7 months or however long it's been. Just pretty much work, eat, sleep, repeat with the odd venture out of the house, go and catch up with you fine fellas and others as well.
Beautiful, man. That sounds good. It sounds like you had a very tame couple of months there, so that's very good to hear. Jethro, mate, I throw it to you, buddy. What's been going on?
Yeah, mate. So basically, I've just been getting pissed every single night since. Nah, not really. Pretty much just working and shit, man. Not really much different. Same old me. Just working and living life to the fullest.
Yeah,
that's
mate,
pretty much it, really.
Dude, I love it. It looks like, looking at your physique there, looks like you've got a little bit stronger, mate. I could use some hand moving some furniture in the next couple of weeks if you're free.
Yeah, mate. Fuck. Yeah, no. Those Kentucky Fried Chicken games, mate. You got to get on that cake diet. They pump heaps of steroids into those chickens, man. You got to get on it.
Mate, exactly. Free roids. Who doesn't love that, huh? Beautiful, man. That's good.
And what about you, Tay? What have you been up to since we left?
Mate, not a huge amount. I mean, believe it or not, the world is pretty wacky and wild, I guess you could say. I got affiliate for the gaming world of things. So for Twitch, I'm a Twitch affiliate now, which is great. A Twitch aficionado, if that's the proper weird word to use. Got married. That was exciting. Very exciting back in December, which you boys were there for, which was lovely.
Of course.
Down there at Shelley Beach. It was a beautiful day. Then went away for a little bit up to the Blue Mountains. Came back for Christmas. It was good. It was a good little time away. I've got a PlayStation 5, which is weird. I know it's not a big achievement, but they're very hard to get, I've heard. So that's a.
So now you're saying you're a first class citizen. Fuck you.
Yeah, just moving up in the world. What can we do living with that PlayStation life? No. So yeah, we got that. And went on a bit of a diet. Uncle Taylor determined he was
he's shredding for stereo. Shredding for stereo Sonic.
Exactly. I'm ready just to muzz with all the Ziz heads and all that, and just peeking and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're hoping for. But no, Uncle Taylor decided that the Unchained universe was getting a bit too big for him to be in it, and decided that it might be a good idea to drop a couple Ks. So last check that I had, I was about 20 odd kilos that I've lost with the help of some medicine. So it's been very healthy, very good. And here I am drinking a V. So that just kills all kind of credibility I have. But it's around hence why I'm wearing a t-shirt. A singlet. Excuse me. Why I'm wearing a singlet, because didn't really feel too comfortable. I mean, I don't look good, but I feel comfortable. So I think it's a good thing. So apart from that, that's about it. Nothing too much more to it, boys. Everything's been just chugging along fine, man. So it's good. It's been good. It's been a minute since we've all been online and talking, and this is what I spoke to both of you about the other week. I've missed this genuinely. So I'm really happy that we're back in the saddle. It would have been a little bit sooner. We had a chat and Jacko's like, oh yeah, do you want to come back? I think it was the 20 something, like early 20s of January. And I went, look, we can, but it's my birthday the week after, and I'm not going to be in a condition to do anything. I've got Royal Rumble for WWE. I don't think it's a good idea to do one episode and then have a break and then have another episode. So here we are. We're back for you, and we thank you for all your patience and support. If there's one person I want to shout out about all of this is Alistair Raymond, I think. Alistair Raymond, and I think that's bad that I don't know him. He's a colleague who works at one of the other fruit shops, but he's been asking about us coming back on. So it's very nice to hear that he's been a loyal fan and has waited. So we appreciate your patience, mate, from all of us here. And I hope this first episode does you well, and I hope you have been well, my friend. And if you listen to it, you go.
I was going to say, let's extend a warm welcome to him.
Warm welcome to you, Alistair, you absolute ledge. We appreciate you.
I gotta say, how fucking weird is it that none of us are drinking, eh? Like,
It's-
Hey, I am.
Oh,
drinking?
fuck yeah.
I am.
Fucking alco.
Fucking
Who would
alcoholic.
have thought the fucking screwdriver was the alco?
And for once, I'm not having a screwdriver. What the hell's wrong with me?
Mate, what's your poison tonight, sir? What are you
I've
on?
got a vodka and lemonade going on. That's
Vodka
sticking with
lemonade.
vodka.
I tell you what, did you go to KFC and get those testosterones out of the chickens, mate? That's something. That's something
Maybe.
indeed. I like it. Vodka lemonade. What brand lemonade though? That's the key one. Is it cheap ass Coles or is it Schweppes?
It is cheap ass Coles.
Get out of the room. Jackson has left the room. Oh Jesus Christ. Uncle Jackson's left. Christ almighty.
Now,
Now,
you know what they say about those fucking Coles lemonades? They pump that shit full of what is it, estrogen?
it'd be like that episode of South Park where Stan doesn't eat meat or something, starts growing little vaginas on his face. That's one of the best episodes I remember.
They turn into one giant pussy.
Oh shit. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a change on how we do things as well, boys. I've been thinking about it for a little while now, and I thought that it's probably the right time to talk about the changes. I'm going to become a woman, and my name's going to be Taylor still. No, we're going to have a couple of guests come on, staggering throughout the year. Some returning, some one-nighters. We don't know what it's going to look like, but we're going to get some people on just to, I guess, not fill the void, but just contribute on a different aspect for the podcast. One of my friends is Nick, and he runs he's a movie critic. Believe it or not, work with him at the fruit shop, and he is actually pretty decently high up in the world of movie critics. He invited me back in December to the sneak preview red carpet premiere of the Ghostbusters movie, and I couldn't attend, unfortunately,
wow.
at the time. But it was the photos that he showed me was full red carpet. The full Ghostbusters actual vehicle was there, and it was an early release. And he had two
Wow.
tickets, one for me, one for him, and I couldn't attend. So if there's anyone credible enough, or even he can even get one of his mates if he feels comfortable to come on and talk. Every now and then we might get him on just to talk. So we got a very exciting year of the Unchained universe to unravel, and there's even the potential chance for those WWE wrestling, professional wrestling fans, that a couple of Marvel mates are going to start a podcast as well, talking about all things pro wrestling, and not just limiting ourselves to WWE and AEW. For those fans, that's for you. And I'm a tragic, so I'm looking forward to having those kind of things and see what's going on. But with all the formalities out of the way, let's get into it. Let's then get into it.
Let's do it.
We from a personal standpoint, we returned to bowling during the week. That's our little sports section per se. And I tell you what, I don't know about you, Jesse, because you're fit, so you're probably fine. But I'm still sore. It's been 15 months since we bowled, since I broke the ankle, and bowling was absolutely dreadful for me the days after. I felt fine walking down. I felt like Vince McMahon walking down, Oh, I'm fine. I could pull up all right. I couldn't walk Thursday. I couldn't walk Friday. I was like the Tin Man with the oil. It was dreadful.
Mate, it was my ass that was sore. Don't take that out of context either. But, it was my ass. That was my fucking glutes, man. They were just fucking aching up after every bowl, and
that's
weird.
Dude, that's the same. That's
like
the same.
I don't know, because like you're putting all your pressure onto your leg and it kind of shoots up your ass. Like, so, yeah,
literally, man, literally. There was a couple moments there where I almost stacked it and I bounced on my right foot, and that's the one I broke. And then the next day, it was so sore to move and click. I wore an ankle guard to work today, and it's been sitting in the car since I stopped wearing it. It was that sore. It's still that sore. So that's just if that gives an indication, and then you're 140 odd kilo jumping on your little chicken leg kind of leg you've got, it's definitely not a good idea. Definitely don't recommend it to those who want to try jumping with like 140 odd kilo. It's not fun, but it was very competitive. Jacko was unfortunately away on an important fishing trip for work, so he couldn't attend. But our little league that we play with, Jacko has the opportunity to bowl till Tuesday, so it is good. But at least for the top 4 of us so far, we're all about 20, 25 pins difference, which we joked about it all week, how crap it's going to be and how much we're going to suck. But we actually weren't half bad. It's got to be all those Wii Sports that we were playing in the interim.
Yeah, it's the flick of the wrist, mate. It's improved our technique, I reckon. We're all fucking better off for it,
mate. Exactly right. I flick the wrist every night, just about. So it's nice and quick. So I definitely know where you're coming from.
Fuck, dirty old fuck,
dirty boy. Now I'm gonna shock you, Jesse. Here, Jacko came to me during the week and said he's actually got something he wants to talk about sports wise.
Hold on a second. Am I fucking dreaming?
No, you're not, sir. You are.
Ashton? Is Ashton going to come out? I'm in pumped. Fuck.
Cameras? Where's the camera? Oh, God. Is that Maury, is it? Oh, where's Ashton? Get him in here.
All right, Jackson. Please impress me, Jackson. Please.
All right. I'll try and stop myself from laughing here. But basically I was, believe it or not, I was watching the Mariners game the other day.
Okay.
And so when they were playing Melbourne Victory. Unfortunately, I mean, at the end of half time, it was 0-0. So I think, it could be anyone's game here. But unfortunately, then they lost 2-1 to Melbourne Victory. But yeah, it was an interesting game, because I know the Central Coast never really made it this far into the game. They've usually been knocked out pretty early. It was the first time they've sort of made it to the finals. And so it was quite a big thing here on the Central Coast. Everyone was talking about it, how everyone was so excited. So everyone was expecting a win here. Everyone was expecting the win. But yeah, unfortunately, it just wasn't our time. I think they've still got a couple of matches before they have to throw in the towel. So fingers crossed we get a win out of at least one of those. and sort of keep our dreams alive a bit. But yeah, at the moment, I'm a bit hesitant. As a Mariners supporter, I will say I am very. Well, I say supporter. If I had to choose any A-League team, it would be the Mariners. So I don't go to them games or anything like that. But I watch the occasional one.
Yeah, no.
It was a really good game though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. A shame about the result, but Melbourne definitely deserved it at the end of the game. They were playing a really fierce game, so at the end they deserved the win. But New South Wales. What am I saying? But Central Coast Mariners were doing a really, really good job as well, just not good enough.
So would that be for the FFA Cup final? Was that what you're talking about? That happened yesterday?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
that was unlucky, dude. Melbourne victory. I mean, I'm not really a massive soccer fan. Since the dark one, since that thing kicked off, that's the only time I've been to a game. Uncle Taylor's roasting sessions. Since
getting a bit hot in here. Chuck.
Yeah. since we went to that game, that's the only game I've really seen, and I've betted on a couple of games that's happened and watched it live and got shitty with it. But the FFA Cup, I remember driving to work, I think last week, and I try to listen to the news report when it's on. If I'm too busy on the road or I'm screaming too much loud music because that's all you hear in my car on your highway. I'd sometimes look over and go, shit, it's like 9:03 or 8:05. I've missed it. So I tend to not listen. But I do remember catching, and they were talking about how they were not promoting, but they were really pushing hard for it to be up here at Central Coast Stadium. They were rallying around it.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm hopeful. Hopeful.
What do you mean hopeful? It's already happened.
No, for next time. For next time, I'm hopeful that it comes back here. Yes. I know it's done now. I'm hopeful it comes back again. It comes back for the first time anyway. But you
bloody goose. No,
we've made it to the finals this time. If we keep up a game, we could very well make it next year.
Oh, exactly.
Fingers crossed.
Absolutely, man. Fingers crossed. It was disappointing that it wasn't up here. It should have been.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. And because again, I know how much they're rallying around it. But clearly they might have seen the monetary value having it in Melbourne and Melbourne being the home team. Oh well, I mean, what do? You can't
and plus, this is the first time we're in the finals, so it's not like they're gonna go, have a home game, They're probably going to give it to someone who's done it before, who's been in the finals before,
Oh, absolutely. But it's the second time that they've won Melbourne victory that game, that competition. And for those who might not watch soccer, who might have no absolute clue what we're talking about, the FFA Cup, if you've ever seen European soccer, it's kind of like a Emirates FA Cup. It's a separate competition, and it's separate to the Premier League, or in our case, the A-League. It's a different trophy to play for with a lot less prize money. But soccer in Australia is not that big, unfortunately. Nowhere near the same kind of monetary value as what you'd get overseas. So the money to kick off with isn't really never going to be enough. But if I'm completely honest here, a lot of sport out here in Australia doesn't have enough money. They just don't, and it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Compared to overseas in places like Europe, like USA and shit like that, it's just not even comparable, really.
Mate, exactly right. And that's what sucks. But that's reality, I guess. And that's always going to be the case. Out here in Australia, and it's been a while since I've looked this up, so I could be wrong. But the last time I checked, there was no transfer window like to buy a player like there is overseas in Australia for the Australian A-League. So if someone wants to go somewhere, it's kind of like the rugby league. Oh, yep, you want to come? Yep, cool. We're not going to compensate you for your money, for your time of being with the player. It's weird. It's bloody weird. But I'd like to see that kind of thing in the transfer market window open up. And yes, buying and selling to and fro. Again, I could be completely wrong here and say that there isn't, and there probably is. Or there's a hybrid window or something, but it's something that I would like to see stick around. and go into like, your rugby league and go into your rugby union, because you have all these international players coming out. I think Mariners, don't they have a young Brazilian kid who's like decent.
Yeah.
He's not half bad, but he's also not half good because he's a young kid. So, getting that international PRT. I mean, the NBL had friggin' LaMelo Ball, I think it was. And look
the
at him
Mariners
now.
had Usain Bolt for a period as well.
Oh, mate, we're not talking
Not
about
even.
trash. We're not even talking
he's
about
a fucking. He's not a soccer player. He's a fucking sprinter.
He's a
No, that's right.
He's a sprinter, and he did
Just
nothing.
because you can run fast doesn't mean you can fucking play soccer. Like, come on.
Exactly.
No, that's right.
What are you, Super Shaq? Come on.
Yeah.
But with that game too that you were mentioning at Central Coast Stadium, if I can, I'd like to just sort of give special thanks again to Seth Pacello, of course, who runs the local paper, or did run at the time, the local paper here, for giving us that lovely box seat as well.
Absolutely. That was lovely to sit there, and watch the entire event. It was very thankful. So thank you very much, Seth Pacello.
Because we were like center line as well, so it was the perfect spot to watch the whole game as well.
Exactly. I think the only thing I'd say is I felt squished there, even though there was 4 seats. That's the only thing I think I'll say.
You're saying they're not fluffy friendly?
I didn't realize the dark one is so fluffy. Oh Christ Almighty! I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this.
You're gonna get a couple. You're gonna get some fucking messages.
Some abusive messages.
Oh fuck me, bro.
Fucking fuck off. Oh well.
Oh.
Guys, I've actually got someone here who wants to have a chat. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna whip his dick out, isn't he? It's gonna have like a fucking smiley face. It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm waiting for it. Yeah. Wait. Oh no. Okay. I was expecting to sort of like get changed into something and then just like bam.
I think I know who we're talking to.
Hello. It's ATG videos here, and I just wanted to chime in. I heard the vulgar words.
Oh no!
So I just wanted to read out my rules for this podcast. Number 1. Yeah. Number 1. No expletive words are to be used at all. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, fuck
We
off.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, you fucking dog count.
Number two rule here, and this is an amber warning. If you would like to donate, right, any donations through PayPal, we only accept chromosomes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chromosome currency.
Now that's a
Oh my
amber warning. I'm trying to build up a stockpile. Yeah. A stockpile of chromosomes. Number 3, and the final rule for this podcast, is there are no rules. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are we still? Yeah. Okay.
Listen, don't make fun of me.
Fuck.
Don't make fun of ATG videos. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I will see myself out.
Round of applause for ATG.
Oh fuck.
Or should that be a slow clap, perhaps?
Yeah. People fucking put it on 1.5 fucking speed forward.
I'm definitely not having him back. That was fucking useless. You downy fuck, stay away from this. Oh,
he
shit.
looks suspiciously like you with that wife beater.
Well, we are the same.
Oh, fucking alter ego. It's your alter ego. It's like the less funny version.
The much less funny version of me. It's like Taylor before he realized comedy was the thing. Like legit, like before I discovered pornography, I was a Christian. Okay. But it's okay. Whatever mummy doesn't know doesn't hurt. Okay. Yeah. So I love that fucking one. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. World of gaming. The world of
yes.
gaming. In the last 6 months, everything's blown up. And because we took a break, there wasn't really much of a chance to talk about what's going on. A lot of good games have come out and a lot of bad ones too. And especially one of the worst games I think I've played recently, which we will get to in a minute. But to you boys, in the last 6 months, since we've been off, what is one or two of the games you've played that have really stood out for you? And you're going, yeah, like that is absolutely amazing. I love this game. And tell me why. Tell me why. Think of it, we're in an interview here. You understand? For my mates at work, you understand? You'll know exactly who I'm talking about. But tell me what you think, one or two games that have stuck out for you. Stood out.
I can't really say there's really been any for me, to be honest. I haven't played a whole lot of new games. Like I played a few. Main one was COD, the new one that I played, and I was fucking disappointed with that. Other than that, I haven't really played many new games, mate, to be honest with you, so I can't really say.
Jeez, that sucks.
Played the new Battlefield. That was shit.
Mm.
So all I can say, like, I have played some new games, but they've all just been shit. Like, I just haven't been happy with any really new releases that I've been interested in.
Well, tell me why they're shit. Give me context on. So you said Call of Duty. So really, we're looking at like first-person shooters. Call of Duty. I'll take Vanguard, and then you'll also say 2042. So tell me why they're shit.
Well, when Vanguard came out, I actually didn't mind it at the start. I thought it was all right. It was kind of like a mixture between COD World War II and the most recent Modern Warfare. That's what it felt like. I don't know. I didn't mind it because it was the one game that's come out in recent years that I felt like I could just grind on, like just play it and not get bored. And I enjoyed the weapons on it. I enjoyed some of the playlists and the fact that they've got the you can filter your playlist, so like you can have like was it pacing? I think it was called.
Yeah.
So you could have like a 6v6, 4v4, or like a 8v8, 12v12, 24v20, 24, whatever you want to play. But then when the Warzone update came out, I just found that everything kind of went to shit. Like the Pacific update came out and then everything just went to shit. I can't explain what it is. I think they updated their playlists and things were like, for me, things were glitching heaps and I was kind of getting taken out of games all the time. And it just lost its kind of the honeymoon phase kind of ended with it as well. Like it just kind of felt like the same old shit.
Yeah.
I think the difference with this new one is that the honeymoon phase lasted a bit longer than the most other recent ones that have come out. So it's just the same as every other fucking COD really. And Battlefield for me, it's with Battlefield, it's kind of like they were so good for so many years, and then it's like every new release it just gets worse and worse, and it's just like it just fucking shits me. That's all I can really say.
No, that's cool. I am going to talk about Battlefield 2042 in a minute, but I do agree. Yeah, I am going to talk about Battlefield 2042 in a minute because that's one of the games I absolutely have loathed and disgusted with on how piss poor it is. But I agree with the Call of Duty side, man. Like me and you stayed up, we played it until about 3:30 in the morning, and I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, and we both enjoyed it too. That's the funny thing is when it came out, we were actually liking it. And
dude, we loved it. We thought it was great, and I raved about it for a very good while. And then it took me. I think it took me a lot quicker than it took you, because after about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I went, "What is this crap? Like this absolutely sucks. I'm sick of this. Why am I playing it still. So
Yeah.
it took me a lot quicker than it took you. I liked, like yourself, I really enjoyed the side of things where, you were able to customize a lot more of the weapon, and there was no limits on your customization.
Yeah.
Like, go back to some CODs, like you think, because they introduced that in Black Ops, that was great. And I was really happy about that. You'd have up to 10 or so attachments depending on your weapon.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And I'm glad they brought it across too. Graphics were really good too, Series X wise. Very happy with that. No complaints there. But you're right. But it got so stale so quickly. It got too stale too quickly. Then the update came out, and I just felt like it just sucked.
Yeah.
It just felt like
the lack of support as well, like from the devs, like updating shit properly, like fixing things. Like there's certain things, like you do certain challenges and it wouldn't register on the fucking game, or like you'd buy something from the store with your COD points or whatever whatever you got, and you wouldn't get it. Like how the fuck? How can? And then that was happening for ages. They didn't fix that for ages. It's like how can that even fucking happen? I just don't understand that.
Exactly, man. And hacking running rampant in Warzone, that's what also killed a lot of it too. The whole, we've got the whole BattleNet, whatever it is, the anti-cheat thing, and there's ways that you can find around it as easy as pie. So I don't know if they just they hyped it up too much and then hackers found a way around it, or it wasn't really a tremendously defensive system to begin with. So it's hard. It's hard for that one, but
and honestly, Warzone was, for me, Warzone wasn't good for fucking ages, to be honest. Only when it first came out did I really like Warzone. And the fact that they got rid of what was it? What the fuck was the original map called again? Of Warzone? Was it Verdansk, yeah. So they got rid of that, and now you can only play the fucking shitty Pacific one. It's like, why can't you have both? Like, I don't understand. Unless it's like too much. I don't know. I don't know the fucking whole logistics or whatever the fuck.
No, it sucks, man. And the fact that they put money over quality. I'm gonna do a Caleb temperament here. Quality over quantity. Yeah, 100%. Exactly. they went for a more approach of, if you logged into the game every day for 7 days, there was 7 different featured skins available.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It got to a point where if you missed out on a skin on Tuesday, you'd be able to pick it up next Thursday. There's
too much fucking skins and shit and packs and things you can buy. Like, fucking, it was so much better. It was simpler. Like back in Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare, you just have a certain amount of camos that you can unlock, and that's it.
You got to grind for it, play the game.
You see someone running around with a gold camo, it's like the highest tier, and you have to actually like grind for your camos. You still do with some, but other ones you're just buying. And it's like, who gives a fuck?
And mate, you'd sit there and go, "Oh wow, this is so good. I wish I could be like that and do my job so well." And then nowadays, it's like, I just spent like $10 on
it. It's fun, mate.
Yeah, mom, I borrowed your credit card. That's what it's like, dude. I mean, I think it was you I was saying about the DLC factor and the season pass factor. When they moved away from that kind of thing, which again is a good idea, have free updates. I'm a big fan of that. Don't try and replace your losses on a season pass with 500,000 different skins. It's just,
I know.
You make your money back very easily with the amount of volume that you make with the game being sold.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh well, man. What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
That's one game that comes to mind with sort of where downloadable content and sort of buying extra content sort of comes. Actually sort of semi-works, I would say, would have to be The Sims in that aspect.
I was going to say, I bet you're talking about The Sims here.
Yeah, because I feel like it does. It it actually gives you bang for your buck. Sort of, with each pack, sort of like it gives you exactly what you're going to get with it. But it's not just one skin for $14.99 sort of thing. Like with for that $14.99, you might get a new map to explore, as well as all these different items you can put in your house, along with this, and this. It gives you the value for money. Exactly. You're buying a whole nother 4 hours worth of, at least another 4 hours worth of gameplay that you can enjoy. Whereas it's like, oh no, now I'm a green alien.
Yeah,
and that's
it-
because The Sims is absolutely just fucking goated and always has been.
yeah,
Oh,
man,
absolutely.
I love it. I absolutely love it, man. You know, but again, at the end of the day, boys, it is quite depressing that this is what sometimes the reality of the world is. You know,
Mhm.
this is unfortunately what we have come into.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's
fucking
nothing-
evolution. It's evolution. Everything evolves. Everything changes. Games change. How you play games change. You know, that sort of stupid shit.
Oh
know.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It used to just be, oh, you know, you buy your season pass, you get the maps when it comes out, and that's pretty much fucking it. Then Black Ops 2, they started introducing, oh, you know, if you buy the season pass, when a map comes out, you'll get a weapon. And then it just fucking kept on going.
And kept on getting
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jacko, talk to me.
Yes.
6 months. You're not a huge gamer, but you own a
Not a
Series
huge
X.
gamer. Yes, I certainly do. But I have actually had time in this 6 month, believe it or not, to actually play a new game. And I've also
Okay.
revisited some existing ones. So
Cool.
the only thing is the new game is not on a console. So I'll start with
That's
the
okay.
existing one. So I've revisited a lot of GTA Online for GTA 5, mainly because, as you would all know, a few days ago, they announced that they are preparing GTA 6.
Yeah.
Which I'll talk about briefly for a moment. So yeah, basically, I've read a bit into it with that, and its point at the moment. It's sort of mainly speculative. So there were two versions that I've found as to the location. So the first one said it was going to be Vice City, a little bit of Los Santos, and then they're also going to have a new map. But the one that is more, in my opinion, it's more credible, is that they're going to have two cities. One is Vice City, and the other one is sort of loosely represented by Rio de Janeiro. They're creating at the moment. That one seems to have a lot more credibility than the other ones I've read.
Rio de Janeiro.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah, so they're thinking about creating a new one. It's not going to be called Rio, of course, but
No.
yeah, they're because they wouldn't. But yeah, they're loosely going to have it around Rio de Janeiro.
Can you imagine just like going around the favelas and just fucking curb stomping cunts? Like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck,
Oh,
yes.
God, yeah. I can imagine that. I can easily
So
imagine
from
that.
what I've heard with that is that, you know, you're going to have the opportunity to fly between the two maps and be able to explore them. So, I mean, I know that they said it's going to be at least more than one map. So that's why it leads me to believe the second option is possibly the most credible. I don't see it going to have three maps. That would just be, that's going to take too long. And it'll probably, you know, you might have it, not this year, certainly, you know, at least with two maps, it's a bit easier.
Mate,
Yeah.
I reckon if you know they're gonna announce something in next year, and it'll be another year on top.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's-
like it was when they
there's-
announced the GTA 5. They announced it.
Yeah.
It didn't come
Yeah.
out for a few fucking years. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's it, yeah.
It's gonna be that same boat, you know. But
Oh, yeah.
okay, that's interesting. That is.
Yeah, so
multiple
I'm
maps.
I'm
Like that-
waiting for it to be confirmed, but yeah, I believe, I know that they've definitely said that they're going to have it loosely around Rio, so I know that's one. But yeah, they've also said that they're going to include Vice City. This source, which I happen to believe is sort of semi-credible. So yeah, it'll be at least two. There's
multiple maps would be fucking
yeah.
cool because like that's never been done before. So like I always
No.
thought like even like during the GTA 5 like campaign where you kind of went to the airport and you had to follow fucking Trevor or whatever.
Yeah.
And that other place, like I always thought like what if you could go to the airport and just go to another city? Like
Yeah.
that'd be fucking heaps good.
Like I know you could sort of they counted Blaine County and Los Santos as sort of two, but it was the same map. It was the same,
It's the same
you know.
map,
Yeah, exactly. It sort of it didn't hit the same note.
Mm.
Yeah, the other than that, I've explored in a bit of Empire of Sin, also The Sims. Yeah, I got converted. I'll openly admit that. It's so enjoyable with that, but also the new game that I was mentioning. I've also been delving on the PC here with Gas Station Simulator, which I know is coming to Xbox sometime this year. They've confirmed.
Sorry, hang
but I
on,
like-
Jacko. Hang on, mate. I'm sorry. Jesse's face. I just seen Jesse's face when you said Gas Station Simulator, but I was the exact same emotion, Jesse.
Yeah.
But here at Jacko, trust me, it's good. I enjoy it.
So yeah, basically you start with this completely rundown gas station off. It's pretty much off Route 66. I don't think it's actually Route 66, but it's a just desert gas station pretty much. They've recently added new DLCs for it, which I found enjoyable. So you've started off with you've got a repair shop there, you've got the fuel, you've got the shop, you manage all the inventory for the shop, you've got the warehouse at the back. Now you've also got a car wash there as well. They've opened up, which is really, really fun. It's enjoyable. You've got an option to set it as automatic car wash, so the cars just go in and out and you don't have to do anything, or you can be there with a hose and actually be washing the cars pretty much. So
come here, Bubba, let me scrub your gut.
But with that also, I believe the same people that did Gas Station Simulator have also come out with Internet Cafe Simulator as well, which is based out of a storage not a storage container, but like a storage facility, and it's like one of the lockers.
So are you
cafe?
Are you telling me I can be an owner and watch someone watch porn?
pretty much, yeah. But
Excuse me,
the
Dad,
fun
please.
part I
Yeah,
found,
yeah,
because you're in a violent type here, you could get a bat from behind your desk. If someone doesn't pay the bill, go out and clock them over the head with it to get the money. It works. But, I've seen gameplay for it. I haven't actually played this one yet. I've only going based on the gameplay I've seen for that one, but I'm interested to try it out. So it'll possibly be a stay tuned, and I'll try it out and hopefully come back within the next couple of podcast episodes and give you an overview of it.
I hope it's set in like Japan or something where it's like,
Excuse me, sir. I need
Oh
to
my
pay
God.
your ransom fee. You didn't pay.
and just go from there. That would be fucking worth the money. Let me tell you. It'd be like the TikTok man where the guy's slamming on the table, like bang, bang, bang. Get me some of that. Bang, bang, bang. That would be me. I would gladly pay my waifu woo woo.
Oh my God.
No, nice, Jacko. Nice.
Yeah.
So for me, there's a couple games that have stuck out. Lawn mowing simulator is one of them, and that
I was waiting for you to say that. I really was waiting for you to say that.
It's legit what got me to affiliate. That game,
I could believe that.
I got rated.
That game blew up. It just blew up overnight. Like 1 minute, everyone's sort of joking about it, but then like literally, I looked online. It was like suddenly everyone was watching it and everyone was streaming it. They've just got this massive attention over a simulator game.
Because it's a gimmick game.
Crazy,
that's what was great. It's a gimmick game. Like, hey, do you hate mowing your lawns in real life? Well, why don't you play it, you fucking loser? That was marketed to me because I hate mowing my lawns.
It's like those bus simulator games. Imagine if you're a fucking bus driver and you come home and you played Bus Simulator.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Cooked.
It's cooked. Imagine if you're a PC builder and then you go home and play PC building simulator. There's a simulator for everything. You've got all these opportunities out there. There's one out there now where you can not pretend. Oh no, you can be a gold miner simulator. Then you've got a thief simulator. Then you've got Virgin Simulator. Then just look at Jackson.
Fucking mess up.
There he is. He's back. He's back because I thought, why is he off the camera? So I'll say something to get him back on the camera.
I got a message from work, so I was just quickly checking it.
Oh, you taking work messages at 10 o'clock at night? You sad fuck. You sad fuck. Go to work tomorrow. Talk to them then. But that's a game
they messaged a while ago, but it just popped up as a reminder to check it. So I better check it.
Oh God. Well, see, yeah, like lawn mowing sim was the game for me. That was a really good game to play. Almost fully compatible with the Logitech steering wheel, so that's a big help for me. the other thing I found really, really good was Halo Infinite. And I am a devout Halo fan, just like you, Jesse. You're a fan. I'm a big fan of it. And I was a bit skeptical once I found out a little bit finer details that it's an open world kind of system. So more like, you know, your Destiny and that kind of thing. But Jesus Christ, I was so impressed with this game. And you know, and like in a real serious kind of text, I got sick when it came out, a couple of days before it came out, and I was luckily enough, I had time off work sick, so I had a good amount of time to play it, and I pumped about 20 something hours into it across 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and then got married, and then I stopped playing it. But I haven't finished the game yet. I do intend to, but my God, the way that they've done it, unreal, absolutely unreal. The new enemies and that kind of thing, the new baddies, it's unreal. I won't ruin it because I know you will eventually play it, Jess, but it is money. It is money. So it's something I definitely recommend to anyone.
Now, there's another simulator that I know you and I both play, Toe, but being Flight Simulator, of course. And there's also a certain event that we've neglected that we've got to set a date for as well, being the 12-hour stream.
We do. Maybe Jackson should take an annual leave day on the Wednesday night, the night before I fly out to Melbourne, and we do a 12-hour stream.
Ooh.
That's
Now
something.
you're talking.
In April, I'll come over. We'll fly. We'll chip in half, and we'll get a yoke system, the Logitech yoke system that we were very passionately talking about. We'll chip in half for the yoke system, and we will do a full stream.
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely keen.
We'll fly to Perth or something, and we'll just sit down. Okay, guys, welcome. This is your pilot speaking. You know, and just do shifts. It'd be great. I'd be very keen for that.
Perth's not going to take 12 hours.
We're doing roundabout and loopy loops on Perth, you know. But no, it would be good. It would be good. So I'm definitely keen for that.
Should do a long distance one, like go from Heathrow to Perth or something like, or Perth to Heathrow or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that'd do the distance.
Or you go from your minor to Doyleson. That's too far of a fucking distance, anyways. It is in the car. That's still too bloody long. That's dreadful.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Bloody dreadful. But a game I'm really disappointed in is Battlefield 2042. You know, I started playing it, Battlefield Bad Company, and I absolutely love that. Loved it so much. Bad Company 2. That should be the one I'm talking about, boys. Jesse, if anyone knows it was you.
I started Bad Company 1, but I don't know about you.
Yeah, well,
I haven't played either.
Maybe I did, but the like nonetheless, the
Do you ever play
on...
Gold Rush? Gold Rush? Not Rush, but it was Gold Rush in Bad Company 1. So if you played Gold Rush, you were probably with
too young.
Yeah.
Too young. All I know is I started playing it and I absolutely loved it. The graphics at the time of the 360, destroying shit, the building demolishing was just, again, unreal. What hurts me so much is you go from that to Battlefield 3, which is still one of the best games I've played in terms of a first-person shooter. Then on to Battlefield 4, which, again, rocky start, but got so much better as time went on. Battlefield 1, I think, is GOAT tier for the franchise. Arguably, in my head, my opinion.
Yeah, same with me.
Battlefield 1, you just cannot beat it. Battlefield 5, it went to a more casual player kind of situation. And when I say that, I'm talking about just how easy it was to play the game. It went away from a simulation kind of shooter to something that was just It regressed.
It wasn't even the features, all the things in that game were much less than Battlefield 1. Like you think of Battlefield 1, it's like, yeah, this is a fucking sick game. You know, you got all this sort of stuff in there, and you know, it's heaps. Like, it's a good, like, realistic, yeah, sort of game.
Realistic-ish.
Yeah, like it's still arcade-ish sort of shooter, but it's more of a realistic arcade shooter than COD. Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
you
But
know,
it-
and then it goes to fucking Battlefield 5, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, I
what
was
the fuck's
expecting a
this?
game.
And then it goes to Battlefield 2042.
Mm.
And it absolutely destroys every traditional foundation that the game had set all those years ago.
Yeah,
And it's very depressing, dude. Very depressing. I downloaded it and I had it, and I thought, I'll just do the 10-hour trial. And not only was it incredibly buggy, but there was lack of content, dude. There was nothing.
Yeah,
There was absolutely nothing. So a lot's happened between when it launched to where we are today. And EA on their on their big call that they had the other week was saying effectively that it's not hitting the mark of what they wanted it to be hitting in terms of the value and how much money that they would have sold and that kind of thing. Even though it was at launch the highest selling game in the history of the franchise. It was already like the best launch. I think it was second highest. Sorry, Battlefield 4 was like 4.6 or 4.7 million, where this is like 4.2. So it's very high numbers and a lot of expectation. But then it just went downhill, majorly downhill, very quickly, and they've actually delayed the start. So let's say how you pre-order certain things and you get certain things in the game. Like in this case, it was season 1 for Battlefield, and you would have got some benefits from it, whatever that may have looked like. They've delayed it to June, July. So at that point, we're talking, I think they have a game released in November. We're talking 6 months, maybe 7 months. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's even more ridiculous getting the amount of calls I'm getting from Caleb Templeman from CalebTempleman.com.
But like 6 months, could you imagine something like that for like a COD game, given its life cycle? Fuck, that's such a long time, bro.
Mate, exactly right. Even that I heard they're not going to do a game every year now.
No, they're changing that, I think. Well, I don't know if it's 100% certain, but I heard something about it, yeah. I heard something about it.
It would be good. I think they need to do something like that.
I think so, because they more time for the devs, and it's less fatigue. Less always fucking a game coming out every year, then pumping out a piece of shit every year, and you get bored of it. It's like maybe they can create like a quality game for once. Like,
I agree, man. I agree, dude. It's depressing. It's very depressing. But I was really disappointed with that game. Like major key letdown. As I shared with you, Call of Duty as well. Vanguard for me, that was a letdown too. That really sucked.
Van garbage.
Van garbage, man. Van garbage indeed. But a game that's actually really decent for what it's worth. Back for Blood. That's I said I turn on my Xbox to double check what I'm talking about here. But Back for Blood, that's really good. Left 4 Dead Part 3, effectively, in my eyes. But 2022, 2021 graphics, unreal. Unbloody real. Really enjoyed that. Rainbow Six Extraction, so the latest Rainbow Six series in the gaming world. Very good. Very different to what you play Rainbow Six Siege with. But the first time in a long time, a Rainbow Six game like this has been updated. So again, hats off for that. That's very new, that game. And the last one I'd be thinking about is, and it's something I didn't start picking up about 2 days ago. I started playing again. Outriders, New Horizon. Outriders, full stop. New Horizon's a current event. Square Enix game, which is different, but holy boy, the graphics are great. Story I've picked straight back up into after having it off for about 5-6 months. Unreal. So standing out for me is what is the game to play, and it's on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. Sponsor me, Phil. Unreal. Rate the game immensely. So definitely that would be Uncle Taylor's tips for the day, for the night, is to play those games, get onto it. And with our affiliate link, you'll get 1% off a fuck you in the ass. But no, definitely recommend it. Recommend you guys something to look at it if you can, or do what I did and download Australian Open Tennis too, because you just love to play tennis. Okay, we what is the time, boys? 10 o'clock. Holy crap, we've been talking a lot, but there's a lot to get through. So we appreciate all of you guys sticking through this podcast and the return of the boys back into your lives and our lives as well. If there's one last remark I want you boys to share, if you have any, please say it. It's the floor is yours, and then we'll sound out for the finale.
It was good to be back. That's all I can really say. It was good to do this again, and yeah, keep it going this time. Hopefully, we can fucking build some momentum with it. And, yeah,
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, we just thank all the listeners for their patience with our hiatus as well. I know it was an extended one, one we weren't expecting to be quite so extended, but we're back now, and we should be coming out with new episodes weekly.
Absolutely. Weekly is the goal, and that's what we intend to continue with. If we can't do weekly, we will definitely sort something out. Obviously, life happens, so we can't guarantee it, but we are definitely here, and we're definitely keen to bring back content to your ears. So, on behalf of the boys, thank you again very much for listening, guys. This will also be a video podcast as well, depending where you're listening. It could also be an audio podcast. But either way, it's going to be on the YouTube channel as well as the Facebook page, Uncle Taylor's Wild Ride. And that's where pretty much the ecoverse, the universe, ecosystem, hermaphrodite, whatever you prefer to say, it is going to be pretty much everywhere that is available and doesn't cost an arm and a testicle to run. But nonetheless, thank you very much for all your time and support. Have a lovely night or day, depending where you are. And just for context, as we usually do, and what I should have done at the top of the podcast, it is Sunday, the 6th of February, 2022. Scary to say, it's still nonetheless. And I believe we stopped at a good time because it is pissing down rain here. So it's a good idea. So again, thank you, boys. I appreciate both your support and coming back on for this. Have a lovely night, gentlemen. And I'll speak to all of you soon. And to our guests, thank you. Our listeners, thank you very much for all your support. Take care.